Hey, Facebook. I just wanted to jump on really, really quick. Got my heating pad. My back was hurting, so I got my heating pad. I want to thank you guys that tuned in this morning. I tell you, I had an amazing show. For those that missed my show, y'all need to go ahead and download the Sadora Radio app so you can catch me because I'm gonna be on live every Sunday. So you guys can catch me every Sunday on Sadora Radio from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. But I wanted to jump on today. I know y'all probably saying this lady got a lot going on. Yeah, I do. But I wanted to jump on today and kind of go over some of the things I have going on so that you guys can better follow me and better stay connected to what I have going on. Y'all know, of course, I am always, God is always dealing with me, so I'm always coming up with something. I'm always collaborating with somebody, always given opportunities to be a part of other people's platforms. So I always share that. When someone invite me to their platform, I try to share the love because I feel like there's a lot of us that have messages and have things that we want to get out and want to get across our various platforms. So I share a lot. So currently we have the 3R for 2020 um, conference coming up. It's going to be December the 27th. It's going to be on a Sunday. It's going to be from 6 to 10 p.m. It's going to be right here. We're going to stream live via Facebook. It's going to be an awesome experience. If you're not following us, I want you to go over and follow us. It is an event that has been created on Facebook. You can go and follow the event. I have a lineup of 9 amazing individuals. We're going to be talking about renew. We're going to be talking about reset and restore. Trying to get your mindset back online. And you know, we've all been through a lot 2020. And we're just trying to get refocused and get prepared for changes that are about to take place because you know with new president there's going to be new changes, not only changes that are going to take place in the natural, but you have to be prepared for a spiritual shift as well. So we have to be prepared, and I want to provide an opportunity for people to be blessed. We all have some amazing testimonies, some amazing stories, some amazing platforms. So I want to give individuals an opportunity to share who they are through their platforms on my platform in 2021. So we are gearing up for that. So next week I have, of course, you know, I do up close and personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. That is where Monday through Thursday I interview authors, community leaders, poets, anybody that has a message and want to get that message across, want to get that message out, that's willing to come on my platform and share it. I will share it across my various social media platforms as well as my other outlets that I use. I just believe in helping individuals get the opportunity to be before people because those that follow Swag Her Magazine and Jamil, he posted something very irrelevant today. You know, a lot of us, we have these brands, we have these products, but what are you doing outside of social media? What are you doing outside of posting in these groups? Um, because we all are in these groups. I'm in a whole bunch of them. People add me to groups every day. But if I'm sharing the same things with the same people, who are we really reaching? So, what are you doing outside of these groups? There's a lot of things that you can be doing. There's a lot of various platforms. I use my platform to highlight other platforms and to bring awareness to the various things that other people are doing. Because there are some amazing people out there that are doing some amazing things and have platforms that they are willing to share with you guys. So every time somebody give me the opportunity to share, I'm gonna share. And if they give me the opportunity to share it with my platform, I'm gonna share it with my platform. So be following me. If you're not following me, please follow me. Um, of course, some of the opportunities that come across my platform, they're paid opportunities. One thing I want to stress to people, I know we all are going through from the pandemic. A lot of people have lost their jobs. Me, I'm one of them. During this pandemic, God has been amazing. He's not failed me. He's not left me nor forsake me. He has really shown me exactly who he is and what he said he would do for me during this time. And I don't know where that came from, but I just want to encourage somebody today. Don't put money value on everything. Sometimes you have to invest in yourself. But know that when you invest in yourself, there shall be a return. Because you have to know that when you sow seed, that seed has to grow, that seed has to develop, and that seed has to produce fruit unless it falls on shallow ground. It's not been watered. It's not been fertilized. It's not being tilled. It's not being, the work is not being put into that seed that went in the ground. You know, we oftentimes say we sow, but what are we putting in? What are we watering it with? What are we fertilizing it with? And what is it planted in? We got to make sure we planting in good ground. We got to make sure that we're watering it when it needs to be watered. We got to make sure that we're keeping the weeds out. We got to make sure that we're tilling it when it needs to be tilled. So those are things that we have to do. I'm doing it with the planting and seed, but you have to do that in your own life. We can't continue to sit by and wait for people to hand us something and think that things are going to drop out of the sky. You want to be a number one best-selling author? You have to put in the work. You can't just put a book on Amazon or Hulu or whatever and think that it's going to make you $1 million. It's not. Hey, Sister LaRonda, how are you? Hey, Brother Zach, how are you? But yeah, we oftentimes want something for nothing, and that's not gonna happen. Not happening. And us thinking that people owe us something, not gonna happen. Don't nobody owe you nothing. You got to get up off your rear end and you got to put in the work. And that's just plain and simple. And that's, I had to do that. I had to wake up and say, okay, Angela, ain't nobody giving you nothing. Ain't nobody, don't nobody owe you nothing, and ain't nobody giving you nothing. And that's what we have to realize. You know, we have the power within us to write our destiny, to write out our life. He's given us the instruction. So now it is up to us to take those instructions and apply them to our life. And don't get weary when things come up. Don't get sidetracked when something come at you, because that's going to happen. Hey, Richard, how are you? It's going to happen. If you go over to Luke 1 and 37, it said faith. It said faith does not make it easy, but it makes it possible. That alone, that scripture alone should make you want to run. That scripture alone should make you say, okay, no matter what come at me, he already told me that it's possible. So, okay, coronavirus, shut everything down for what I do. I do, I do book tours. I actually go to places, set up actual literary book tours, expos where we do workshops, we do all that. Coronavirus hit. Who can do that? Nobody can do that. We can't go out and do those things no more. So what you have to do now is learn what you can tap into from where you are and what you can do with the resources that you have. If that means you got to invest in something else, invest in something else. A lot of us we had to step outside our box. Let me tell you about me. For example, I never hosted a radio show. I never thought about doing a radio show. Now I'm on 2 radio networks. I host 2 shows. I do a show every Sunday morning from 8 to 10 a.m. I tell you, God will move in a way you never expected. I never thought I would be an owner of a magazine. I have a magazine that not only reaches people here in America, but we reach people in the Virgin Islands, we reach people in the UK, we reach people in Germany, we reach people in Africa. My editor lives in Lesto, Africa. Born, raised, never left Africa. You know, and to think that God provide these opportunities for us right here. Because we step out on faith and we believe. But you can say one thing and do another. Again, I'm here today because I want to offer my platform. For those that don't know who I am, because y'all know I'll jump on here and I'll start talking and I'll just start going and on. I am Angela Thomas Smith. I am the founder of AALAC, which is the African American Author Literacy Awareness Campaign, where I truly believe in bringing awareness to brown authors. Why? Because when I had my youth organization, I could not find books for my babies. My babies was not reading. In the state of South Carolina, we ranked number 50 in education, which is at the bottom of the totem pole. Which means if parents are not investing in their kids and putting time in with their kids, the educational system is not going to do it for them because we're last. So when I started working with these kids, and I was working, and I was wondering why these kids weren't reading. Why when you ask them questions, they couldn't answer the questions. Now, statistically has stated and has proven that if our babies do not know how to read by the time they're in 3rd grade, they're not going to know how to read. So if we're not doing the things that we need to do as individuals and as a community, our babies are going to be left out. They're going to be missing out, and they're going to be left out. So we have these platforms. We have these books. We have these messages. We have all this. What are we doing? We waiting for somebody to drop something out the sky? We waiting for somebody to what? I mean, what are we waiting for? If you watching, okay, I'm gonna see. It say that's what I'm struggling with now, trying to figure out what to do virtually to promote my book. I was able to do an outside book signing in October when my book published. Okay, awesome. Okay, so do you do lives? Do you have a author's page? Do you interview? There's a lot of opportunities where you can get interviews. You can get seen by other people. A lot of people do interviews for free. Some people charge. I mean, but it's well worth it. You have to understand, everything is not free. Some of these people that have these platforms, they have to pay to be on these platforms. And them giving you free services for something that they pay for, that's them investing in themselves. That's them investing in themselves. So when you get these free opportunities, you really should be grateful for the free opportunities, because you have to know that somebody is paying for those services, even though you're getting them free. I offer a lot of free services on my platform. So, of course, y'all know somebody got to pay for them. That's how it works. But I do what I do because I love kids. They are our future. And I know it starts with me. I can't look at the next person if I'm not doing anything. So it starts with me. So I decided that I'm going to make a difference. And if I have to push people into their purpose, that's what I'll do. Because I didn't always have that. But I thank God for being who He has been in my life and allowing me to see that I have power within me and how to tap into that power. And that's what I want other people to see. Yeah, you're going to struggle. You're going to go through things. That's life. But don't allow these things to keep you bound. Don't allow these things to keep you down. Don't allow them to make you feel less than who you are. God said you are fearfully and wonderfully made. If you are fearfully and wonderfully made, then that means you should not have no fear. No fear at all. I did my first tip. Yes, there are a lot of opportunities, Miss Woodard. There's a lot of opportunity. If you're not following me, please go over to Aspiring Authors Magazine blog. There's a list of different other platforms that you can visit and see if they meet your needs. You can check them out. Their links are posted. You can inbox them or however. But there's a list. There's probably about 20 different platforms that you can follow, and also, go over to the magazine page. If you're not following Aspiring Authors Magazine page, go over to the magazine page. We oftentimes post different opportunities there. Follow me. I post opportunities. Not only do I post opportunities that's provided on my platform, then I post opportunities that's provided on other people's platforms. If you do not know, I am a partner with Swag Her Magazine. Every time they post something, every time Jamil share it with me, anytime they post something and they share it with me, I share it because that is an amazing platform. They are an amazing magazine. Fancy has been doing an amazing job with her staff. I've been following them for years before I even thought about a magazine. Our approach to our magazines are two different approaches. My magazine is a literary magazine. I totally focus on authors. So when people say, why do you support other people when they're doing the same thing that you're doing? They're really not doing the same thing that I'm doing because I'm Angela. And when God gave me the vision for the things that he gave them to me strictly for Angela. Just like when he gave Fancy her vision, he gave that vision strictly for Fancy. When he gave LaRonda her vision, he gave it strictly for LaRonda. He didn't say for LaRonda and friends. He said LaRonda. And that's what we have to understand. In spite of what other people are doing, like you, similar to you, we often use the word copycat, and people are doing what I'm doing, and they copying me, and they doing that. They can't, because they're not you. They can only do what God gifted them to do. He didn't give them the same talent and the same gifts that he gave you. And if he did, he didn't give it to them the same way he gave it to you, because you are your own unique person. No one else like you. He created that mold just for you, and then after he created you, he destroyed it. He had no other use for that mold. It was only designed for you. I don't know why I'm on here doing this today. I don't know who this is for. I don't know. But I have to move when he tell me to move. So, yeah, I was getting ready to go lay down because, remind you, my sleep pattern has been really off this week because this week has been a really, really emotional week for me. I come on these lives and I do these lives and I try to be upbeat. But I struggle just like everybody else because I'm human. And that's what I want people to understand. We're all human and we're all in this together. And we have to learn how to truly, authentically support people. If you know that I have all this going on my platform, and you have something that you're good at, you're gifted at, and you can help, why not step in and help? Because if I see that someone is doing something, or if I see if I can be an assistance to someone, and if I definitely see someone struggling, you better believe I'm going to offer my assistance. And if I can't provide assistance, I'm going to offer up somebody that can. I want to see people win. I don't want to see people struggling. I don't want to see what I look like seeing over here, knowing how to publish books, knowing how to do all this stuff, and not sharing it with nobody. Who can gain from that? Who does that help? I want y'all to listen to my show from this morning. That thing just been ringing in my spirit. I interviewed author Black Diamond, and she came on my show this morning, y'all. And she talked about second chances, and she talked about, whether she's done great things or not. She still feel like she's not done what she's supposed to, even when we was out of the will of God. Think about all the lives that we were supposed to impact when we were not in the will of God. Now, how can we go back and correct that? Because the plan that God had for us, sometimes we got off that track. I know I did. That's why I thank him for this conference that's coming up December the 27th. I'm excited. I'm waiting. I'm waiting in anticipation. Because, and I know we ain't supposed to anticipate, but I'm excited. Because I know God is going to move. He's going to touch lives, and he's going to use every last one of those individuals that signed up. So a lot of them probably don't even know what they signed up for. But God is going to move on that day. I feel it out in my spirit. Because when he gave me that, and for me to put it together in 24 hours, I know that God is going to move. I'm excited. I can't wait. I thank God for each and every individual that decided to be a part of this. Because lives are going to be changed. Lives are going to be changed. We're getting ready to help you renew your mind so that you can get reset back on the path that God had for you, according to Jeremiah 29:11, because he said he had a plan for you. Prosper you, for you, be in good health, for you to have hope in the future. He said it. He said it in his word, and his word is not going to return to him void. He's not a man that he shall lie. So he's going to reset you so he can get you back on the path that you're supposed to be on. And then once he resets you, he's going to restore you. He's going to restore you. Where everybody thought that they had broke you down, they had tore you down, they thought that you was going to be nobody, they cast you out. He's about to restore you to just where he said you should be. I thank God for revelation. I ain't always understood everything that I read. I ain't always understood everything that I've been through in my life. But the older I get, the more God began to reveal things to me. And the more I study my word, the more I read, and the more I show love, and the more I do the things that I do on my platform. Because I knew I had a calling on my life when I was young. But I never wanted to be a minister. I never wanted to stand in the pulpit. I never wanted to preach. Because I knew what pastors go through. I knew all that pastors endured. See, we fail to realize that they are human, that they are people too. And the only thing is that they have they just have a call in an office that God has called them to. And we get so sidetracked and we forget that they are human too. And the things that they do for us and that God does through them, that if you would get in tune with him yourself, he'll do the same thing. He'll open doors for you. Like, man, when I tell y'all, for those that know me and follow me, if you've seen my life over the last 5 years, you see, and you can understand where I am right now, and you can understand why I do what I do. I won't stop, and I won't go back. That 180, that wake up that God did in my life, and it began, and I'm not even gonna say it was the domestic violence incident where I was shot point blank range with a shotgun, because even still after that, I was still walking in my darkness. You would think that would have woke me up, but it didn't. Sad to say, it didn't. But I still walked in darkness even a little longer after that. But you know what? I'm able to own my truth. And I'm able to stand because God gave me power. And he woke that power up in me to let me know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And I don't need nobody to validate me. I don't need nobody to cheer me on. I don't need nobody to do none of that, because God has given me everything I need inside of me. And that's what we need to tap into. It's good to have a support system. It's nothing like having a support system. It's great. But you got to know that you got to be able to cheer for yourself when can't nobody cheer for you. When you know poured out into everybody else, when you know gave, when you know encouraged, when you know empowered, when you know did everything that you know how to do. And there's no one to cheer you on. You got to know how to go in your private space, in your closet, in your bedroom, in your sanctuary. And you got to know how to reach that created you so that he can refill you. Because when we look for outside things and we look for outside people and validations, we get lost. We get consumed. That's when we start getting in the flesh. But I tell you, as long as you stay in the spirit, you'll never go wrong. But I don't went all left with this whole live. But you know what? I have to be obedient and I have to do whatever. But I came on here. I didn't come on here for this, y'all. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I came on because I wanted you guys to know about the event on the 27th of December. Because I have some amazing individuals that are signed up to be a part of that. That's going to be they're going to be pouring out. They're going to be pouring into you guys. They're going to be bringing some knowledge and some wisdom that's going to help you shift your mindset going into 2021. Because a lot of us, we got stagnant, we got complacent, and a lot of us, we wavered. But I didn't. I'm going to tell you right now, I didn't. I stood firm. I stood on Psalms 46 and 10, and I still stand on it. I ain't moving. I shall not be moved. That's my motto until he take me out of here. I shall not be moved. I'll be doing this until I don't wake up no more. Until he say, well done, my good and faithful servant. Until he say that, y'all, I'm going to be on here doing lives. If wherever the next platform is, I'm going to be there doing lives. I'm going to be wherever I can go to share the word. To get the word about authors out and to help other people to get their message out, because that's what I do. But while I was on here, before I leave, because I know I've been on here for a minute and I'm probably getting long-winded and y'all probably saying, what is this girl talking about and where is she going? But let me So, why I came on. One, I wanted to remind you guys about the event on December 27th. If you can, go over to the page. There's an event that has been set up. It is the 3 R's. Renew, reset, and restore. Shifting your mindset for 2021. We don't want you to leave out of 2020 the same way you came in. So we want to prepare you and help you shift your mindset going into New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, we're going to be having a author's book stop. It's going to be a 2-part event. I actually have the first part of the event is going to be from 6 p.m. to 9:30, and we're going to be live on the radio. We're going to be live on Sadora Radio, so if you have not downloaded your Sadora Radio app, I want you to please download your Sadora Radio app because we're going to be partying. We ain't gonna be playing no whole bunch of crazy music, but we're gonna be partying. We're gonna have a DJ on with us. The station owner's gonna be on. He's gonna be we'll have fun. You know, it's gonna be a mix between AALAC and Sadora Radio. We're gonna be promoting authors. We're gonna be giving authors an opportunity to share who they are, share a little bit about their books, and most importantly, we're gonna be having a good time. We're gonna be reminiscing about 2020. We're gonna talk about the good, the bad, and what we don't want to take into 2021, and how we are looking forward to the things coming up for 2021. Again, we're gonna have a live radio. We're gonna be live on the radio. There's gonna be a DJ. My station owner is going to be on with me. So we're going to have a good time. And then later on that night, the second part, we're going to stay live. We're going to be live on Facebook. We're still going to have music going, but I'm not going to have the DJ because the DJ is going to be going on to, he's still going to be live on the radio, and he's actually going to be DJing a live New Year's Eve party. But just the fact that our station owner, and I have to give him a shout out, just the fact that he allows us to be able to utilize the station when we have special events. So I thank him for that. My co-host is on. Hey, Frederick. And I'm super excited about having him as my co-host for the first part of this event. Like I say, it's a 2-part event. The first part, I have 15 amazing authors that's going to be live on air with me and Frederick. We're going to be having a good time. So if you don't already have plans for New Year Eve, stop by, check us out. If you haven't downloaded the app, download the app, because you can, when we're not live on air, there's still programming going on. So you know that it's a 24-hour, 365-day station. So when we're not live on air, there is still programming going on. So you guys know, a lot lot of people they think that these stations are just stations that we go and play on. No, these are real stations that conduct real business, and they're on air. People tune in. People listen. It's not a game. I don't know why people are not taking it serious, but I take my broadcasting serious. When I'm on air, I'm serious about what I'm doing, and I take it serious. So if you're out there and you have not signed up to be on one of my shows, get on my show. Also, if you want to advertise on Sadora Radio, reach out to me. We can definitely get you information about advertising with me. You can advertise not only on my show, but you can get in rotation where your advertisement is rotated throughout the whole station. Whenever anybody is on, it can get in a weekly rotation, a monthly rotation, 6-month rotation, however you want to get it set up. But it's an opportunity to get heard, because of course people that follow me, you have other people that tune in to the station all over the place. We're heard all over the place. People can hear us in their cars, they can hear us on their phone, they can hear us on any digital device. Coming soon to Alexis. We will be on Alexis. So y'all will be able to say Sadora Radio, Alexis, Sadora Radio, and we're gonna pop up and y'all can listen to us. So, God is good. So that's when I tell people, don't be afraid to connect with people. Don't be afraid to network. Don't be afraid to be a friend to somebody. We get so caught up because I know a lot of us have been hurt. A lot of us have had people stab us in the back. A lot of us don't have people talk about us. A lot of people don't have a lot of things happen to us. Oh well. Been there, done that. It ain't stopped me. I'm still living. It ain't gonna stop you. Cause you know what? It ain't stopping the people that's doing the talking. They still living. They ain't losing no sleep. So why you over there stressing and worry about what they saying? You better live your life and the fullest thereof it. Because it ain't no mistake that you here. You have a purpose for being here. And know that. God didn't just drop you out the sky. That's why I keep telling y'all. He ain't just drop you out the sky. He placed you here for a reason. And everybody that you come in contact with them for a reason. It may be for a season, but it's a reason. So find out what that reason is, enjoy what the reason is, and keep it pushing. That's what I do. People come a dime a dozen. True, genuine people, they come and they stay. Because those are your spiritual connections. Some connections are fleshly connections. Those are the temporary connections. Those are the connections that you're supposed to have just while you're here on earth. Those will come and go. But those spiritual connections, those are the connections that you are meant to have to travel with. Those are connections that you're always going to have. That's like the connection that I have with my mom. Even though my mom is gone and has been gone for 29 years, there's still things that remind me of my mom. My mom's birthday was Friday. Friday was a very emotional day for me, and it is often a lot. But Friday was really emotional for me because one of my friends, she lost someone that was very special to her. And when she called me, it threw me off because I was already emotional. And then she loved to do poems. And I'm a commissioner on one of my networks. So I have to go on every night and be a part of the show. So I had to go on and listen. And when she began that poem, emotions just started flowing. So I had to hang up. I had to get off the show. I couldn't stay on. And my station owner, he texted me. He was like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Let me know when she's off air." And when she got off air, I went back on. So immediately after the show, he called me. When people genuinely care about you, I don't care how long you haven't talked to them. That connection is always going to be there. Hey, Tia. Tia is like a niece to me. Her and my niece are really, really close. Like, they best friends. They are really, really close. And me and Tia, we hadn't always got along. We hadn't always had the best of relationship. Don't know why. But she's like a niece to me. I love her to death. And can't for the likes of me figure out why we never got along. Because she's always been a sweetheart. But nevertheless, I love her like she's my niece. And she'll always have that special place in my heart. I don't care if I don't see or talk to her for whenever. It's just a connection. And just like some of the people that I have met across Facebook, it's just been like that. Like some of the people, you think that I've met these people in person because of the relationship that we have. And we've never met in person. That's how you know that God is involved and you know that it is a godly connection. See, we do so much fleshly stuff, we leave the spirit out. But I've been trying to include the spirit in everything I do. This new Angela, I'm really loving her. I'm really loving her. And I want everybody else to know that they should love themselves like that too. Know that you have purpose. I've been on here babbling for a while, but I want you guys to know that you have purpose and that you are loved. Even if the world don't show you that you're loved, know that you are loved because the Creator loves you. Because if He didn't love you, you wouldn't be here. And that alone should make you feel special. That alone should make you feel like, whew, I want to make a difference. I want to make an impact. How can I impact this world that this Creator thought about putting me in amongst all these millions of people? He thought about creating me. And then you think about, you know how they say, out of all them sperms, that one sperm made it to your mama's egg and created you. You should feel really lucky. I do. Now, I didn't even say lucky. I'm blessed. You should feel blessed because that's a gift from God. That's a gift from God. You made it. You were that sperm that made it. And then you were able to make it into this earth. And you're here today. 45 years later, I'm still here. But 45 years later, what have I done to make a difference? What impact will I leave on this earth? What will people say? When they hear my name, will it be good or will it be bad? That's what we are striving for right now. The legacy that we can leave for the generations to come. The word said we're supposed to be doing greater works. Greater works. But some of us can't even, we can't even believe in ourselves. We want to do greater works, but we can't even believe in ourselves. The vision God gave me, boy, if I was to tell somebody, they'd tell me I'm crazy. You? Okay. I dare not share it with my family. Because some of them will probably laugh at me and some of them will probably think I'm really crazy. They be like, for real? But you know what? I serve an amazing God. I serve a God that created all this stuff. Even the stuff that you don't see. He created it. The stuff that's waiting to manifest. The stuff that's waiting to be invented. It's already been created because He said it was so. And when He said it was so, it's so. But y'all, I'm just excited about what God is doing. If you're not following me, I want to urge you to stay following me because God, 2021 is going to be amazing. And when I tell you it's going to be amazing, the doors that He's opening and the ideas and the vision that He's giving me, not only me, but people that's connected to me and people that pour into me, people that believe in my vision, people that believe in me. Little old girl from Levelland, South Carolina. One way in, one way out. Yeah, I've been through a lot in my life. I've done a lot. A lot of stuff I ain't proud of. But you know what? I am who I am. It is what it is. But it didn't stop me. It didn't stop me from knowing who I am. And knowing what I'm capable of. And somebody needed to hear that today. So if you're out there and you're listening, if you're not following me, please follow me. I will be doing Monday motivational starting in January. For those that do not know, we'll be doing it on Blog Talk Radio. You can call in and talk to me. I will have professionals on with me. So I have life coaches that are going to be coming on. I have licensed counselors that are going to be coming on. I have people that can help you. So if you're going through something and you need to be motivated, you need to be encouraged, you need to be uplifted, you need to be whatever, I'm telling you, I'm going to have somebody for you every Monday morning from 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Because you know what? I want to see people win. I want to see people walking in all that they're supposed to walk in. On this side. I don't want you to have to wait till you get up there because that's promised. But he also promised us that here. So I want to walk in that here. Not when I get up there because that's promised. If you do what you're supposed to do down here, you're going to get that. But I want to be able to enjoy the abundance and the fullness thereof right here. Thanks for inspiring information. I needed to hear all of that. Bless you, my sister. Bless you. Bless you. You know what? I don't even know why I came on. I didn't come on for this. But I have to be obedient. And I thank God for all that he do. You know what? I just choose to be a willing vessel. Just choose to be a willing vessel. Because I learned that I have power. So you know what I did? And it ain't nothing I made. I'm going to show y'all. See, God been dealing with me. He been dealing with me with words. So those that know, I have a calendar and it's got words in it. So I'm going to share the word power with y'all. And I'm going to get off. I'm going to get off here. But I got 12 words. And it's a couple of more words that he been dealing with me. But if you follow me on Mondays, Monday Motivational. And if you look, I'm going to show you my calendar. If you look on my calendar, you see every day it's going to be a different person. Every Monday it's going to be a different person. So my calendar tell you who's signed up already to be a part of Monday Motivational. But you see how these words are broke down? We're going to be breaking down these words. We're going to be talking about these words and what these words really mean. Because Webster defined them. Who is Webster? Webster definitely he definitely was not tapped into my spirit. Because a lot of the definitions that he gave for a lot of these words that apply to my spirit, they ain't what God said it was to me. So I'm just giving it to you how it was given to me. And I'm going to share power with you. Because we got to tap into our power. But let me share you. First I want to share y'all the order of the words that he gave to me. Because I want you to know that you are a gift. So the first one was gift. Then life, help, transform, motivate, evolve, truth, power, heal, renew, reset, and restore. It's a method to the madness. But you got to follow me to find out. It's a method to this madness. God dropped it in my spirit. Hey, Prophetess Keller, love you too. I have these calendars. Look, I'm gonna tell you what. I only have 5. I only have 5 left. But let me tell you power. Let me tell you what power means. And it's wrote right here. And he gave it to me, so I wrote it down. So position is what the P stands for. The O stands for overcome. The W stands for willing vessel. The E stands for empower. And the R stands for resilience. So when he dropped it in my spirit, the day he dropped it in my spirit, I was talking to somebody on Facebook. And the young lady was telling me something. And I told her, I said, you know what? I said, you're utilizing your power. I said, you're utilizing your voice. I said, you're writing. I said, you sharing your voice through writing. I said, that's your power. I said, so you're utilizing your power. And immediately he dropped this word in my spirit. I didn't want to post it on Facebook because I didn't know where this individual was. And I didn't know how spiritual they was. So I didn't want to offend nobody. So I asked them if I can go into their inbox. So they said, yeah. So we went in the inbox and I told them, I said, well, I didn't want to post all this on Facebook. I said, but I have to be obedient. I said, I don't know what you're going through. I said, I don't know what the situation is. I said, but people are going to tell you not to share this and not to share that and not to write about this and not to write about this. I say, but the same people that are coming at you, I say, you're going to have to block them out. I say, whatever is going to bring you healing, that's what you need to share. I say, right now is not a time that you need to worry about other people's feeling, what other people think, other people's thoughts. You need to worry about what is going to bring you healing. So if bringing you healing means that someone has to be exposed, then that's what needs to happen. Because we sit back and we allow people to have power over us that they don't even have. We allow circumstances and situations that have power over us that they shouldn't even have. That's when we got to go in our word and we got to be able to pull these scriptures out and we got to know these scriptures. And we got to be able to pull them out and apply them to our lives and to speak over our life because we have that power. So the enemy thought that because they shut down all these churches and shut down all this stuff and people can't go to church, that they was going to lose their religion. But if you've been in church and you've been listening to your grandma and you don't heard your grandma and you've been listening to people been telling me all my life, it's gonna come a time when you're not gonna be able to go to church and you're not gonna be able to even pick up your Bible. We're living in those times. If you didn't know, we're living in those times right now. Because coronavirus shut everything down. Had a lot of people feeling a lot of kind of different ways and had a lot of people doing a lot of different stuff. Who are you? Whose are you? And the only way to show yourself is to study. Know the word. Say, I am the word. The word is him. If he's the word and the word is him, then how else can you get to know him if you don't study your word? Yeah, I'm guilty. I only own up to me and talk about me. I ain't talking about nobody out there. I'm talking about me. That's what was said to me. I'm just telling the truth right now. You know, I was doing all this stuff. Steady talking about I want a closer walk with God. I want this, want that, want a closer walk with God. Okay, you want to be that close to God, then how much time you spend with him? See, somebody you want to be close with, you spend time with them. You spend time with them. So you know what? I had to go back and evaluate how much time I was spending with him. And how I was spending my time with him. So I had to do reevaluations of me and get me together. Couldn't worry about everybody else. Because I can't get nobody else's soul in heaven but me. So I had to worry about me. I had to get myself together. And in doing that, God allowed me the opportunity to run across all these fabulous platforms and allowed me the opportunity to be able to do all of the magnificent things that I'm doing now and being able to touch lives. No, I never saw all this. Did I think I was worthy? Nope. But you know what? God did. God did. God did. God did. He sure did. And I thank him for that. Again, guys, I know I've touched on a lot of stuff. For those that just jumped on, if you have to catch the replay, I've been all over the place. But the most important thing is, I want you guys to please share the 3R Renew, Reset, and Restore conference that's coming up December the 27th. It's going to be held virtually right here on Facebook. We're going to be streaming through various platforms, but mainly here on Facebook. We're going to be live here on Facebook because we want to touch lives. And I have some amazing co-hosts that are going to be co-hosting with me. We giving you the word according to how it's given to us and how it's been applied to our life and how we have utilized it in our life. We can't talk about the next person's life. We only can talk about our life. So that's what we're doing. We're sharing through that. So of course we have that, and then of course New Year's Eve we're gonna be live right here on Facebook. Of course, again doing the book stops. We have stop one and stop two. So if you are not signed up, we have 3 spots left on stop two. Stop one is gonna be lit. If you if you were not able to get signed up for stop one, I'm sorry for you. Stop two is gonna be, it's gonna be in there. We gonna be live, jumping, popping, hopping, but it ain't gonna be like stop one. Stop one is gonna be the bomb. It's gonna be epic. It's gonna be lit. So I want to urge you guys to stop by, support me. You may not like all of me. You might not like some of me. You might not like all of what I do. But just stop by and see what I got going on and see what I can offer you. I may be able to offer you something. Even if you don't like me, I still may be able to offer you something. Because let me tell you, I love you because I love God. And, we have to be living examples. And I know I haven't always been the most cordial person because I've had to deal with a lot in my life, but that is no excuse. I've had to deal with that. I own my truth. And I'm walking in my truth now. Because I was able to own my truth. I was able to own my truth. I can walk in my truth now. Because I owned it. And I now walk in it. And I want to thank the 19 other individuals that was committed to this project. I thank you guys for allowing me to share your stories. I tell you, it was a blessing to be able to do that. And I thank everyone that has supported us by purchasing the book. Even the suicide awareness book. In the midst of this pandemic, a lot of people got discouraged. But I didn't. God opened my eyes. He opened my heart. And he opened my eyes to a lot of things during this time. And I'm forever grateful. I am forever grateful. I thank him for not giving up on me. And I thank him so much for being who he is in my life and for allowing me to show people who he is in my life. So I want to thank you guys. If you would please share this broadcast. Please share the 3R for 2021 conference coming up February the 27th. Please share the book stop that's coming up. If you're looking for exposure, please stop by my page and find out the different opportunities that's provided. Check out the blog. We have a lot going on. There's a lot of different platforms that's connected to me. Somebody can help you. I may not be able to do everything for you, but I guarantee you I can put you in the right direction to somebody that can. And that's my desire. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Be blessed. And please, if you can, stop by this week. Of course, I do Up Close and Personal with Angela on behalf of Aspiring Authors Magazine. I will be live at 12 and 1 p.m. Monday and Tuesday. This is a slow week for me. I'm not complaining. But yeah, I am getting out of here now, y'all. I have to go get some rest. This week has been a trying week. But today I'm going to rest. My work here is done for the day. I'm going to relax until it's time for me to get on air tonight at 9:30 so I can listen to Chinchilla, our news anchor for Damon Network over on Blog Talk Radio. One of the shows that one of the networks that I'm a commissioner on. I'm a commissioner over on that network, and I also have a show. I actually have 3 shows actually. But yeah, if y'all can tune in tonight, we just launched our news forum. Well, relaunched our news forum. We have an amazing news anchor that's on bringing the latest news. So you can call in and chat with her and chime in on your on the topics and see what's going on. But I want to thank you guys again. I love you and be blessed.